Do-it-yourself angel instructions, Potpourri Angels or Boo Boo Angels for both girls and boys. Angel holidays and occasions. Valentine's Day, Random Acts of Kindness Day, February 17th. Christmas Day as stocking stuffers. Guardian Angel Feast Day, October 2nd. Archangel Day, September 29th. And of course, there are always baby showers. Get the PDF links below the video for a printout of both the materials and the patterns. Various sizes of hearts, stars, and diamond shapes are also in the description box below the video. Today I'm using red metallic pipe cleaners for the halos, red Chinese knotting cord for the bow, and red glittered foam board for the facial features. If you want to use ribbon instead of knotting cord, 1/8 inch wired ribbon is best for this project. Steam iron the washcloth front and back. The cloth I'm using today is 11 square inch. Cut off the tag if there is one. Place the cloth in a diamond shape and make sure the tag remnant is not in the side corners because those corners are going to be the wings. Roll the bottom corner to the center of the cloth. Turn the cloth around. Place a book or something there to keep it from unraveling. And roll the other corner to the center of the cloth. It should look like this. Turn the cloth over. Fold the cloth in half. Now the rolls are on the outside. Wrap a rubber band around your non-dominant hand. Measure down 4 inches on the cloth. Grab it at the 4-inch mark and wrap the rubber band around the corners. Measure it to make sure it's 4 inches. Turn the cloth inside out. Now the rolls and the corners are on the inside. Pull out the corners, one on each side, and turn the selvages downward. To form the head, turn the wing side towards you and roll up one side. Measure down 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/2 inch, whichever seems best for the cloth that you're using. Shape or stuff the head if needed. Tip: if you're having trouble forming the head, sometimes it helps to switch the wings around. Measure the wings on both sides to make sure they're even, because once you sew the head, they can't be adjusted. How to anchor thread to terry cloth. Double thread a needle and then tie a knot in the end. Thread the needle through the terry cloth and then go through the double thread at the end by the knot to anchor it to the terry cloth. Take your needle and thread and anchor it to the back side of the head at the neck. Tack the back side of the head to the front side of the head a couple of times, making sure not to catch the wing. Go across the body, catching the face material in with the body material. And sew all the way across to the other side of the head. Once you get to the other side of the head, tack it down to the back of the head a couple of times and then tie it off. Cut some white thread about 40 inches long and double thread a needle and then tie a knot in the end. Lightly stuff the wing. I use quilt batting. Anchor the thread to the wing next to the body. Whip stitch the wing closed. When you get to the end, don't tie it off or cut off the thread. So hopefully you'll have enough thread left to scallop the wing. Ruler and measure down 3/4 of an inch from the tip of the wing and place a pin kind of to a slant at that point. At the pin, measure down another 3/4 of an inch or an inch if the wing is large and place another pin there. Just scallop the wing. With a thread and needle, go back into the tip of the wing, keeping the needle on the inside of the wing. And bring it out at the 3/4 inch mark. Do a running stitch, 2 or 3 stitches along the slanted pin. And pull the thread tight to gather it. Put your thumb there and then tack down the gather. Then go in through the inside of the wing again till you get to the other pin. Pull it out and do 3 running stitches. Through the wing, and then pull the thread tight to gather it, and then tack it down. And tie it off. Instructions. Now repeat the same steps on the other wing. Note: I only use pins here to demonstrate. I usually just measure the wing as I go. As you sew, remember to slant your stitches towards the body. If it helps, you may find pinning the wing in place makes this step easier. Cut some cord 15 or 16 inches long and tie it around the neck. Turn it upside down and do a bow. This way the tail ends will point downward. Before I started, I tied a knot in one end of the cord. So now I'll tie one in the other end. Move the bow to the left side of the angel. Put some glue under the bow so it doesn't unravel. From the top of the head, measure down about 1/4 of an inch and put your needle in, and then anchor it to the terry cloth. Sew the wing to the top of the head at the 1/4 inch mark. This way, if you want the halo to be a little cocked to the side, you'll be able to do it. And then tie it off. Note: you can put the cord or ribbon on after you sew the wing to the head. Just poke the cord or ribbon in between the shoulder and where the wing is attached to the head. Form the feet on the boy angel and roll the rolls slightly on the inside of the body and push up the cloth between the rolls. Wrap a small rubber band or elastic around each roll. On the back side, take a needle and thread and place it next to a rubber band. Anchor the thread to the terry cloth. Then catch the material on each side of the rubber band. and sew around the entire foot. When you get back to the beginning, tie it off. Instruction: the boy's angel's feet. It's best to use very small white or clear rubber bands or elastics to form the feet. I'm using dark elastics for demonstration purposes. That being said, if all you have is a dark color, go ahead and use it because you can cover it. I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do the halo. Cut the pipe cleaner in half. Form a circle and twist the ends around to form the halo. For the other halo, cut about 4.5 inches. Apply quite a lot of glue to the ends of the halo. And hold it down for a few minutes till it dries. I'm going to put a flowered sequin on the back where the glue is, but you can use a foam board star or heart. And let it dry. On the other halo, put some fabric glue on the area where you twisted it. Position it on the head. Hold it there for a few seconds so the glue can dry. And then put the angel down to dry. For the other one, I'm going to sew it on. Position it on the head. Put some pins in it to hold it in place. I kind of like the boy angel with the halo cocked to the side. Anchor the thread to the terry cloth. I'm using red thread because white will probably show through on the red halo. I can use white on their gold and silver angels, but red is a different story. And then just go straight through the head to the other side, depending on if your needle's long enough to anchor it down to the other side. And tie it off. For the eyes, mouth, and wing decorations, either use hole punches or use the heart, star, and diamond patterns in the link below the video to cut them out. To determine placement, put them on the angel first, and then use the skewer and tweezers to apply the fabric glue. Put fabric glue on the back side of the wing ornament. And push it down with the bottom side of the skewer and the center of the scallop. Here are a couple of options: stars for the eyes or hearts for the eyes. Put the eyes and mouth on first, and then take a cotton swab and use either powdered pink or mauve blush or eyeshadow and put it on the cheek area. Up next, angel details. Once your angel is finished, trim any snags in the terry cloth. Now stay tuned for information like angel dimensions and Christmas and Valentine's Day poem cards. All of the other poem cards are in the description box below this video. If making a lot of angels, use borderless washcloths with serge edges that are sold in bulk quantities. To hang the angel, cut 6 inches of gold or silver lame or tatting thread, and then use a needle to thread it through the center of the head and then tie a knot. Make a hole in the angel card with a hole punch and use a needle to attach the card to the angel. I recommend gold lame or tatting thread. If using cardstock paper, set the printer to heavyweight paper in the Properties dialog box. The colored card pattern will come out gray and black if using black ink. Here's a tip. If you want to put potpourri in the angel, use organza bags or tea bags or make your own bags. You probably should sew the angel's tummy shut on both sides, especially if giving it to children. For a strong scent, put essential oil on a cotton ball and place it in the bag. Attach these cards to the angels. Christmas angels. At Christmas time, the angels sing of joy and hope the season brings. With caring hearts and wings of light, they wrap the world in love each night. Valentine's Day Angels. On Valentine's Day, angels appear with hearts full of love and songs full of cheer, with kind words and hugs and wings open wide, reminding you that love walks close by your side. Evergreen Angel Messaging. Not just for the holidays, angels are for moments. Thinking of you, you're not alone, someone is watching over you, a little angel for comfort. Angels appear when we need them the most. From a simple square to a heartfelt share, TerryGami crafts. Watching on TV? Use this QR code to open my YouTube Angel playlist. This video and all future angel creations will be added here. Please share, like, and subscribe. Photograph the QR code, which will link you to the video on your phone. Here are some more TerryGami videos you may want to try. Graduation owls for your kids' classmates for the big day, or Boo Boo Bears, the polar bear edition, which can be for any occasion. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.